Faded Black by the Rolling Stones, early Stones. This was back when they had Brian Jones in the band, and I'm sure he was probably the one playing the sitar. I'm not really sure about that, but it's really a pretty challenging song to play on guitar. And what I've done here is I've made an arrangement that works with one guitar. In the actual recording, there might have been two guitars and sitar doing the doing trills and things like that, but it's definitely a sitar part in the song. But you can play chords. What I've done is work out a thing where you can play the chords and then the melody with a B string drone and then a B sus chord. So it's mainly E minor to B, and then in the, well, we'll get into all the other chords in a minute. The intro is interesting in that it sounds like he's just making it up off the cuff, and it could have been. Maybe he did 2 or 3 takes and took the one he liked, or waited till he got one he liked. But that's kind of like what I do on these lessons. But anyway, you want to keep the first finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, just ringing a drone. Just let it, let it ring, let it die on its own. Let it, as I often say to students, let your notes die a natural death. Don't choke them before their time. So you keep holding that. I'll go through it in slow motion. Those are open strings. You're just tilting up the bar, and then you hit the 5th fret of the 2nd string with the pinky. And then you do a double hammer, 1, 3, 4, and then you hit that while the 2nd string's still ringing. So they're ringing together, and then like that. So, and then the picking is another thing to think about, and we're kind of doing the opposite. Usually in that rhythm we'd go down, up, down, down, up, down, but this is up, down, up, down, up, 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 because we're trying to bring out the high notes. And with that drone, when you're skipping to that, it's easier to do a downstroke on that 4th string than an upstroke, because you could do that. That's going to be tricky on the string skips. Trust me, that, just doing mostly upstrokes is going to work the best for that. And then it's a little tricky when you have to tilt the bar up. You're still letting that ring, and then so okay. So watch, do mainly upstrokes, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down, up, down, hammer. And then E minor chord, and we're kind of palm muting a little bit. I'm hitting the 5th string, 4th string single notes, and then I'm hitting 5th and 6th strings. So it's okay. So you hit a full chord, and then down, up, down, up, down, up, just cross picking. Grab that B sus. That's a bar chord. It's kind of hard to grab it, it's kind of stretched out. Your pinky is on the 5th fret. It's 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, pinky, and you want to bar that 1st string. So it's generally doing down, down, and then back a string up, down, up. So I call that picking in between the strings. But on this B sus, there's one place where you have to skip from the first string to the third string. Now you're doing the open B on the E minor. Sorry. And when you do the B sus, you're doing second and third strings mostly, except that one first string where you skip a string, you have to skip back. But there you're playing a B still, but it's a B on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. So it takes a little practice to get that fluent. And then you have the kind of chopped chords. It's E minor, which is like this, kind of stretched out, but it's kind of like a D minor chord if you were fingering it like this and then moving it up. So it's a D minor shape, and then this is kind of a C-shaped chord. So like if you did a C chord and fingered it like this and moved it up, and then a G triad. This is D with an F sharp in the bass, but it's really based on a C chord shape. So it's E minor, sorry, let me say what the chords are. E minor, B, G, D, and then hammer that E minor. D, G, D, A, just A triad, and then B. And it's offbeat. You're kind of going like, so it's a little bit offbeat. Now, when they play those chords, you can hear it on the record. The guitar is pretty trebly. You know, it's real bright sounding. I'm playing more of a mellow sound on this guitar, but so anyway, then the second time through, you do that again, and then when you go into those choppy chords, it's like. Little Arabic thing like so, and I would do all upstrokes, up, 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 and it's like you have to bar the pinky for that one chord. It is a pretty challenging song, and I'm thinking, you know, like if you have a lot of trouble with that intro, I think that's one of the hardest things to get through. Especially those slurs, where you're hammering, doing a double hammer, and then what you might do is make a drill out of that. And I would start up high, like around the 10th fret, and then go down 1 fret at a time. Sounds nice. But I would keep a bar to the 4th string. first fret, and then it'll be a lot easier once you've gone through that workout. Doing it once at the second fret, I mean, it's going to be a lot more fluent there. So that's Paint It Black. Really cool guitar part. Have fun with that, okay? So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, John Hedger Guitar Studio, and also on my Facebook I have a page, John Hedger Guitar Studio. So be sure to go there and like it, okay? Thank you so much.